Good morning, day 14. Quite a change in the weather. We have 20-mile-per-hour winds, up to a wind gust up to 35 miles per hour, and the temperature is about 62 degrees. See how today goes. It's a 15.4 mile hike. Man, oh man, is it muddy in here. 15.4 mile hike, and I do have on my new shoes. Oh, I cut off my head. I do have on my new shoes today. So we'll see how they work. My other ones just felt so good all the time, but doggone, the bottom of them blew out. So, but yeah, we'll see. 15.4. I know there's going to be rocks and stones and all that. I'll just take my time as always. I can't believe what a temperature difference it is, though. Obviously, with wind gusts this high, you gotta keep an eye out for those trees that'll be just fall off. It has definitely been a rocky morning. I just passed 3 southbound section hikers, and they said it's pretty much this most of the day. And the section I'll be doing tomorrow is even worse because there are 2 very steep climbs with all the rocks. So it'll be a little slower going, no big deal. But yep, so this is Rocksylvania. Alrighty, I am loving this. Out of the rocks and onto this more of a dirt. There are rocks and roots, but more of a dirt trail. It is a welcome change. It continues to be windy, windy, windy. But the temperature for me is perfect for hiking. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Not overheating, profusely sweating, none of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. For hiking, anyway. So far, there haven't been any views. This is a nice open area right here. But there just haven't been any views yet. Continue walking along the ridge line. I think there may actually be a couple views today, but I just haven't reached them yet. The wind continues to blow pretty good. The temperature remains cooler. And about the only noise I've been hearing today is the squeaking of the trees as the wind blows and some of them rub against each other. The noise that it makes. After seeing this piece of charred wood here, I see a little more out there. Some of the bases around here of these trees. I wonder if they had a controlled burn or something at one point. Huh. Yeah, I wonder if a few years ago they did control the vegetation or whatever it may be. But all continues to go well, and hopefully it remains that way. I wonder what animal this would be from. A bunch of fur here, some more there, and then up here a little bit. So you've got it down there, and we've got some there, and then some more up that way. Just in that area. That's the only place I see it, is right in that area. wonder if something got a hold of it and dragged it off into the woods or what, but definitely a lot of fur. How exciting! I came across my first people of the day. So one is the actual ridge runner. He works for the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and he does a 75-mile stretch of the trail here, ensuring everything's all right, people are fine. If there's any maintenance that needs to be done in areas, blowdowns, whatever it may be, he calls those in and a group of volunteers come out and take care of it. It's always great to meet him. He said for 3 weeks, he did not know about this area where the trees all look burned, so he didn't know if it had been a forest fire or a controlled burn. He said he was going to look into that because he was wondering himself if it, why the trees were all burned. Not all of them, but there are burned trees here. The other individual was an elder gentleman, a local, who was just out doing a day hike. His wife dropped him off at point A, and he is headed to point B, where she will pick him up. So the same as I guess I'm doing, because there are not any other pickup points after it's a 15.5 mile hike from one pickup point to another. So every now and then the sun comes out through the clouds, which is nice because it takes a little bit of that chill out of the air. But overall, I do not mind that the sun stays behind the clouds. But I continue in this open kind of area. Very few rocks. A bug in my mouth. See, blue sky there, but overall it's just been that cloudiness. And those clouds are whipping by. That's it. No view yet. Come up to a sign for Eagle's Nest Shelter down the side trail there. 0.3 miles down the side trail. But I have no desire to head that way. And I just need to confirm that I will be heading to my left, Appalachian Trail, north and south. But I will be heading to my left here. So we'll look for our first blaze to confirm this is the right route. Oh, I'm a little crooked there with my phone. We'll come down here and I'm sure we'll find our blaze. There was one other trail off to the side there, but other than going to the shelter. But I don't think that was the Appalachian Trail. And the sign did not point that way. So let's see what we've got when we come up here. Yep, there we go. There's our white blaze down there. So all is good. Pretty soon I'll stop, have myself a snack, something to drink, and then move on. I am 8 miles into my hike and decided it's time to eat some lunch. So I've found myself a little rock here I'm sitting on. I'm going to have my lunch. I'm upset with myself that somewhere I left my little seat pad that I keep in the backpack. Whether I left it on a stone after taking a break and forgot to, fold it up and put it away sometime yesterday, or hopefully maybe I left it in the car. Who knows? I'm hoping I left it in the car. But otherwise, yeah, I love that seat pad. It gives you a little bit of cushion. It's like a closed cell foam pad that you can sit on. Yep, so just taking a break here. Trail runner, I guess he would be called. Some guy just went running by here. So that would be what, the third person I've seen today. Yeah, I came from up in that direction. You got a pretty steep climb coming up. Then it levels out a little bit. And then after about, 5.5, 6 miles, I have a super steep downhill into Port Clinton. So I figure I might as well fuel up now. That was my lunchtime rock seat right there. So I'm ready to head back out. Took a nice 20-minute break. And of course, once you're sweating and sitting down like that in this bit of a cool breeze, I knew I would cool off, so I put my light sun shirt back on, and I'm going to leave it on for right now. Once I warm up again, I can stop and take it off. But for right now, it is a little chilly. So my rain poncho came in handy. I always keep it in my pack. Came in handy. I use that as my seat cushion, if you will. Some trail runner, he went back by me again. So he must have whatever road he goes up to and turned around and came back down. I wonder if he came all the way out of Port Clinton. If so, he's running a pretty good speed for 6 miles away. I should be coming to a pretty steep uphill climb. Not very long, maybe 2/10 of a mile or so, when it kind of levels out again. Like I said, for about 5.5, almost 6 miles, it'll level out. And then it's gonna be a very steep drop down into Port Clinton. Well, I don't think my phone caught it, but a blue jay and a cardinal just went across the trail here. That's pretty neat. Or they were just so fast, my camera wouldn't have let you catch it. But all right, so my uphill will be on what looks to me like a boulder spillage. Like they just came tumbling on down here. Yeah, don't know how long it'll last, but there we have it. Another little rock scramble, not really boulders, but rock scrambles. Crossing over a that's pretty maintained gravel road. Going to the woods that way. There's just a little bit of a view. Not a lot, but a little bit of a view down there. I continue back into the woods here. It continues to be a gorgeous day. I haven't heard any birds singing lately. No chipmunks running around or squirrels or anything, actually. Just the wind blowing in the trees. My first real view of the day. And rather funny, as I stepped down here to get to the view, there's like this pumpkin head totem pole thing right here. That's pretty cute, whoever did that. Very creative. Here's that log. But yeah, so there's a bit of a view. Work my way down here. You can see the boulders going down the side here. And then you got your view way out there. I leaned my trekking poles against the tree here so I could go ahead and get my backpack off and get some water, and I looked down and I'm thinking, isn't that a casing from some kind of a gun? I don't know much about guns. That sure looks like a casing to me from a gun. I don't know, I'm not able to zoom in on it, get a clear picture. Just came out of the woods into this open meadow area. How nice that somebody, you can see they cut the grass. I don't know if we go back down into the woods over there. said turn to the left. But I'm not seeing a marker anywhere as of right now. Maybe the trail keeps going. Oh, nope, right over here to my left. I was looking for it to go on the other side of the road, over here to the left. Well, that was neat. Nice open area, and somebody keeps it cut down. From what I understand, the town looks like it's been stuck in the 50s or something. So a couple of the kids were saying that it went by me today. Yeah, Port Clinton, it's stuck in the 50s. I don't think my phone can pick up the steepness of this. I'll try. But I'm not taking any videos on the way down because I need my poles to help hold me back. There's a bunch of little rocks, and once they get under the heels of your shoes, your feet start going out from under you. So that's why I'm not gonna video my going down. See a white blaze on a tree down this way. I think I have about a mile or a little more to go to my pickup point. I have to go through this town of Port Clinton and to the other side for my pickup. I think I might take a plop down on this bench up here. The Appalachian National Scenic Trail. It tells you the Delaware watershed and the Appalachian National Scenic Trail. The town of Port Clinton and surrounding area. And over here on the left it said, did you know 5% of the U.S. of the entire U.S. population, I don't think I can get that because of the shadow, but anyway, 5% of the entire U.S. population relies on the water of the Delaware River watershed. Isn't that amazing? And it shows me I am right here now. You can see right there that I am here, and I gotta keep on going, baby. Up through New York. Not quite to the Connecticut border. I'm just barely inside. So I've got a lot to go yet. But I'm chipping away, that's for sure. Okay, let's see where it's got me going. So the sign here talks about Port Clinton, and from 1816 to 1825, and I know I'm going to mess this name up, but Schuylkill Canal was constructed through this gap, and then in the 1800s, goods and coal were moved through Port Clinton down here. The town of Port Clinton is named for the Governor DeWitt Clinton of the Erie Canal fame time frame. In the 1830s, railroad became the king, and then they went ahead and put tracks down here. And right now, Port Clinton is a meeting place, but for different kinds of travelers. The Appalachian Trail and the Bartram Trail both converge in Port Clinton. Well, that was really rough for me to say. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's still active, but there's a train station down there. An old timey looking one. I've been trying to find my markers, and I saw one over here on a stop sign post. So I guess I just go across the railroad tracks. I don't know, I'm going to call it a ticket booth maybe at one point. A little bench to sit on, wait for the train. But this is the blaze that I finally saw. I see my next blaze way up ahead there on the side of the bridge. Way up there. the next blaze. Heading across the river here over the little canal. Some folks further down there, my phone won't pick it up, but folks further down along the edge are fishing. Alright, so after going through the little town there, Port Clinton, it brings you back into the woods. And it looks like I might be going along that canal that the bridge took me over. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's a blaze down that way. So I just met up with 3 young ladies. They were coming down from a different section of the town. They had their full packs. So I thought they were through hikers, but they said, no, they do little sections, but they have a really good friend who's actually through hiking right now. And they're surprising him by going, they know he's going to be at the shelter near here. And they're going to surprise him by being at the shelter. And they've got some adult beverages that they are bringing in with them. And they have a frying pan and couple dozen eggs and prosciutto, and they said they're going to make mimosas. Anyway, they were all excited about surprising their friend and all the food they had in those packs. I thought they were through hikers, and they were literally, their packs are loaded with food to take to the shelter. So yeah, it was pretty neat of them to do that. Passing underneath Pennsylvania Route 601. It's a 4-lane road. The river down there. And this is my pickup spot a little bit to the left. I'll come out on the road over here, and then I'll cross over and walk up it to get to the corner where I'm getting picked up. So it was a great day overall. A long day, but a great day. The weather, the temperature was perfect. It's warmer down here, but man, that temperature was perfect today for hiking. I saw quite a few people. Everybody else was headed south, whether they were just out for the weekend or it was the trail runner or ridge runner, whatever you'd like to call them, that works 75 miles of the trail in this area. But it was a good day. I'm glad to get that under my belt and keep chipping away at these miles. Have a good night.